Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to With podcast version. This time, recently, there was a murder case in which a white person killed many black people, and the number of the black victims are the number of the black victims is, I should have used singular instead of the plural. So the number of the black victims, or the number of the black people shot by that white murderer was 10 or more people. So that murder case was not the stuff like 100 black people were killed by one white person, but actually, the total number of the victims was 13 people, and among those 13 dead people, maybe if my memory was correct, maybe 11 people were black people, and the perpetrator was a white man or Caucasian man. So anyway, according to the news in my country, the inward of that murder case was stuff like that. Anyway, so which is why recently I began to create content or episodes related to white supremacy, and this time the title is White Supremacy May Work in Human Societies, and the conclusion is: sometimes a powerful group governing and controlling the rest of the ethnic groups or the rest of the peoples may be helpful for some human societies, and the examples are mainland China and the Russian Federation and Japan. So I wrote a question mark after the word Japan. So anyway, so if you can't understand what I was talking, if you can't understand what I'm talking about, or if you can't understand what I have just talked about, what I have just said, so please take a look at the description column of this episode so that you can confirm, or I think you can understand what I was saying. Anyway, so from now on, so I'm going to start some main topic. Maybe I have told you enough, I think, and so as I told you the conclusion, maybe the image is like mainland China, and in which there is one political party having the strongest power, which governs the rest of the Chinese societies in mainland China. Or to start with, there are many societies, or how should I say? Maybe if you can't understand what I said, so please understand that mainland China has many provinces, and some of which are not those of Han people. So if you are frequent listeners of my podcast, so I think you have already known that. So that country is, of course, mainland China mainland China is the country of Han people, and or the majority people of mainland China is Han people. But actually, there are many ethnic groups living in mainland China. For example, there are some Korean people living in mainland China. So those Korean people are not the people, or not those having come from North Korea or South Korea. But so those Korean people have been born to mainland China, and have grown up in mainland China, and the lineages of those Korean people stem from mainland China, but their ethnic group is Korean or Korea, and so another famous ethnic group is Uyghur people who have been persecuted by the government of mainland China, which is why Uyghur people grew famous all over the world. And they are maybe touched group. I don't know the details, or I don't know things about things about Uyghur people, but actually, so Uyghur people live in the western part of this country, and so I forgot to tell you that that you may hear some sounds or noises coming into my residence. So which is why please enjoy this episode, including such noises or such sounds or some voices of Japanese language. So as I told you, I live in Japan, and so coming back to the story about mainland China. So mainland China is governed by one huge political party. And so I don't wait a moment please. So I'm going to check out how to say that. That's a communist party. Wait a moment please. Anyway, so I checked out how to say that political party in English language. So so that political party is the Chinese Communist Party, or the abbreviation of the name of that party is CCP, or Chinese Communist Party. And so I'm sorry for the sound of buzzer having come from car. Anyway, so car buzzer, that was the sound of car buzzer. Anyway, so Chinese Communist Party governs mainland China, and maybe the greatest person, or the general secretary or the leader of that party is Xi Jinping. So anyway, so that country is governed by Mr. Xi Jinping. So like which that country is governed by one huge strong power, and I don't, but actually, not that company, but that country is well off, or the Chinese companies are well off in this present time. So I'm creating this episode in 2022, and the month is May. Anyway, so so that country is well off, or that country has a lot of money. So and there are many millionaires or billionaires in that country. So which is why I was thinking about which so one company, not one company, or one powerful party governing the rest of the ethnic groups, or one party or one group governing or controlling the rest of the different groups may work. So such a system may work, which is what I'd like you to know this time. And another example is Russian Federation. As you know, that country is famous for Russo-Ukrainian War, which is taking place even on this moment between Ukraine and Russia. And for now, so I have checked a website which shows the map of Ukraine related to war, and Russia has got the control of the eastern and the southern part of Ukrainian territory, and which is the present or the current situation of Russo-Ukrainian war. Anyway, and that country or Russian Federation has been controlled or governed by one huge party, or that in the case of that country, President Vladimir Putin governs and controls entire Russia. So which is a political structure, or which is a social structure of Russian Federation. And another so in this episode, I'd like to pose an example of my country. And of course, my country is a kind of democratic country, so literally democratic country, which is what I should say. I don't know, so it's difficult to explain. But actually, so but actually, this country also has this country has many political parties or many political groups. But actually, I think there's only one strongest political party, which is Liberal Democratic Party. and the Liberal Democratic Party is the Liberal Democratic Party is the strongest political party in my country, which is Japan. And so to start with, so in this, at least in this present time, and at least in this present time, the prime ministers are the leaders of this party. Yeah. So the current prime minister is the current prime minister is the leader of this party, which is the Liberal Democratic Party in this country. So which is why it's possible. I think it's possible to say that this country is governed by one huge or one powerful political party, which I think is similar, or which is the same manner as mainland China. But actually, I think it's comprehensible, because mainland China and my country are Asian countries. So which is why maybe the general thoughts, or the general ideas, or the how general public think may be similar between mainland China and Japan. Of course, so mainland China has a lot of diversified ethnic groups. In sense, Chinese people I don't know, but I don't know which one is. So I don't know the truth, or the true situations of mainland China, and I don't know. I don't understand the entire part of the, well, I don't know all the parts of this country, but actually so I think Japanese people are more conservative. The general public of Japan of this country is more conservative than the general public of mainland China, which is what I think. Of course, the Chinese societies, or each province has different situation each other. So thinking about which, I don't think it's possible to say that that the general public of China is more conservative or less conservative than this country. I can't surely say, but actually so but actually, so I have communicated with some Chinese people. So thinking about which, the Chinese people are less conservative than Japanese people, which is what I understood, which is how I understood Chinese societies. And so this time, which is why so the political system, or the social system, like one powerful group governs and controls the rest of the different and diversified groups may work, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So before ending this episode, I'm going to tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode. The title is White Supremacy May Work in Human Societies, and the conclusion is sometimes a powerful group governing and controlling the rest of the ethnic groups, or the rest of the peoples may be helpful for some human societies. And the examples are mainland China and Russian Federation and Japan. So among those examples, so white supremacy can be applicable to only to Russia, or only to Russian Federation. But actually, thinking about which, white supremacy may be good. Of course, I know that the president, Mr. President Biden, or President Biden said, President Joe Biden said that white supremacy was poisonous, or stuff like that. But actually, in such a, thinking about what I have just told you, what I have just told you in this episode, white supremacy may be helpful. It's like white people govern the rest of the ethnic groups who are different each other, which such as political system, or such as social system may work, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.